concussion coming off that thing standing right here. Alright, what's up guys? I'm just going to do a quick little overview on the FNX 45 Tactical, and this one is in FDE, as you can see. Oh man, I don't even know what to say, guys. I love to hate this pistol. It's just, there's so many features that I absolutely love, but there's just one glaring problem that I've encountered, and I just can't quite get over it. But before I tell you what that is, let me go ahead and tell you what I love about this pistol. First off, and probably my favorite thing, this is a 45 ACP that comes with 15 round magazines. That's right, 15 rounds, 45 double stack. That is awesome. That kills everything else out there. You've got the Glocks, they're running 13 rounds, your XDs, 13 rounds, same kind of thing. Your other options are generally very low capacity, your single stacks, your 1911s, whatnot. I mean, you're talking 7, 8 rounds, 10 with extended mags, that kind of a thing. So mag capacity on this guy is astounding, and honestly, that's one of the biggest things that is appealing to me about this gun over, let's say, the HK45 Tactical, which is also an awesome gun. But this mag capacity is 15 compared to the 10 on that, so that's a big difference. And I mean, firepower matters. I mean, you've got basically 9mm type capacity in a 45 ACP, which is awesome. That 45 ACP round, by the way, one of my favorite things about it is generally it's a subsonic round, which makes it ideal for a suppressor. And this guy paired with a Silencer Co Osprey, which almost looks like it was made to go with it. They have a similar profile and everything. I mean, just a great combination, and extremely quiet. And yet you still get that large mass of a 230 grain projectile going at someone, and you got to keep it subsonic. You go subsonic with a smaller projectile, and you've got a lot less force impacting your target. So moving on, mag capacity is great. Also, man, the controls on this thing are pretty sweet too. Ambidextrous everything. Look at that. There's your safety, slide release, slide stop, whatever you want to call it. Also ambidextrous, and it works great. It's fairly low profile, doesn't bother me at all. And then the mag release, also ambidextrous. So ambidextrous controls, that's awesome. Also, you have the raised suppressor sights, which also go great with the RMR. Now, as you can see on the slide here, it is already cut to take those micro red dot optics, and it also comes with various plates that you can put on top here that adapt to different red dot sights, whether it's an RMR or what do you got, burst, fast fire, loophole, delta point. I mean, there's so many of them now. Seymour, whatever, there's a lot of them. It fits most of them. Naturally, it comes out of the box with a threaded barrel. It makes it real easy to throw on whatever suppressor you want, maybe even a compensator. Also, it has a Picatinny rail. You can put on whatever accessories you want on the front of the gun there too. And that's pretty ubiquitous with modern handguns. Oh, I didn't mention this. The sights, those raised sights, they're actually night sights as well, made by Trijicon for FN. So, I mean, it's just another advantage for low light conditions. And they're solid metal sights. They're going to last you far longer than the tritium inside the vials ever will. So those are going to be there for the long haul. This gun really looks like it was made from the ground up to be tricked out. They weren't kidding when they called it the 45 Tactical, man. I mean, it's just at home with lights and lasers and red dots and suppressors, nice sights, big old magazine. It's just, it all fits it perfectly. Sure, it can come across as a little ostentatious, but all of these features, they really do serve a purpose. And depending on your circumstances and what your purpose for the handgun is, I really see it having a place. Me personally, I really don't see myself carrying this gun much. It's big and it's bulky. I have large hands, so I like how that feels while I'm shooting. But as far as for carry, I see it to be prohibitive, with the exception of maybe a hike, if weight was not an issue. You have a lot of rounds of 45 ACP, and that could be useful in the woods possibly. I really see this gun's role being fulfilled in more of a stationary manner. You know, let's say it's a bedside gun. Imagine you have to engage some kind of a target indoors. Well, now you've got 45 ACP that's been suppressed. So you still have that stopping power of the 45 that's going to be able to neutralize whatever that threat may be. And it's subsonic, so it's quiet, you're not deafening yourself, and the suppressor also helps to negate the flash, so you're not blind. That's really where I see this gun excelling in a civilian setting. But moving on, this is a double action, single action gun. As you can see, there are obviously some advantages to that over, say, a striker fire pistol, but there are also disadvantages. So that's up to you. I really do like it. I like some of the options that it makes available to you. Moving on, the trigger is quite nice. Pretty nice. Double action, not bad. Take up, let me show you here. And the reset, not bad. Pretty light. I mean, around not too far over 5 pounds, which isn't bad at all. Fde looks awesome. The raised sights are also great if you're going to be using one of those micro red dot sights, because they co-witness with it. A lot of people have trouble when they first start using one of those red dots because they bring their sight picture up and they have trouble finding where that little red dot is because they can't see their sights in there and they're not used to it. Obviously with training you can overcome that, no problem. You actually get used to it fairly quickly, but these raised sights help to eliminate that problem right away, because you come up to your target and you can just align your sights as normal and the red dot co-witnesses with it, which is an awesome feature as well. And then again, because they're raised, they will allow you to easily use your sights over a suppressor. The Silencer Osprey actually fits low enough that you probably wouldn't even need raised sights. I'd want them anyway for that red dot. But anyways, there's so many awesome features about this gun. It feels great. You have obviously adjustable back straps, everything else you'd expect with a modern gun. But there's a huge caveat, guys. I hate the mag release on this thing, man. I don't know what they were thinking. Let me put it in here. So you have your magazine in and then you want to release it, and it doesn't work very well. It's very unreliable. Right now it's working. If you hit it dead center just right, if you move too far to one side and it sticks, too far to the back, oh, that time it worked. It's hit and miss, guys. And then if you have a full magazine, it doesn't want to release at all, which isn't the end of the world. You're usually releasing empty magazines, but I mean, it's not cool. And then also, as you try to put it in, if you're not tilted right, it'll get stuck. It'll get stuck right there. So you have to tilt it back just right, and then it'll come in. And that's because the mag release right there, the way it's designed, it catches on the lip of the magazine on the top, right next to the follower, and gets stuck up in there and just causes, I mean, you slam it hard enough, you're usually going to be able to go right through it and it's not going to matter. But it's just something, man, when you're paying top shelf price over $1,000 for a great gun, you just expect a magazine release to work. All right, FNX 45 tactical back from the factory for the 4th time and the 3rd separate gun. So seems as though it's shooting okay so far with these light loads. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, lock back the slide and everything. So this one seems to be running a lot better. So far the mags are still dropping free too. Has the, if you push forward on it, you can get it to hang up, but it's fine if you go straight up. So far, this one seems like it's going to work. Yeah. They missed the boat on the mag release, and I don't understand why. They need to go back to the drawing board on that, change it up, because if it weren't for that, this, quite honestly, might be my favorite pistol in 45 ACP. Anyways, that's a quick overview on my experience so far on it. I'll throw some video in here of me shooting it one night. Kind of a long shot, but we'll see. Got one. Got it. Shoots great, stays on target well. I actually like the size of the grip. It is large, but I have big hands, so that's never bothered me at all. And again, you can adjust it slightly if you have smaller hands. It's still probably going to be a little big for you if you have really little hands. For women, this can be a little bit less comfortable to shoot, a little bit harder to hold on to, but for me, I actually like it a lot. The grip texture on here is aggressive enough without being painful in any way. Had no issues with that. Controls are low profile and don't seem to get in the way. I like being able to go cock and lock with this safety. It's a cool option for me. So there's a lot of cool things about this pistol. Just has one major problem, and I hope they fix that in the future, because this really has the potential to be a Hall of Fame weapon. Well, there you guys have it. This is Josh, Doomsday Brothers. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and we'll catch you next time.
Okay, 245s at once. I've never tried this before.
Surprising.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, you hit it!